What's going on, guys?
My dog.
What's going
What's
on?
up?
Man, you
Hey,
already know me and B Marsh have been trying to get this together for a long time, man. I'm sorry it took so long, big dog, but I'm glad we finally getting on the tube together, man.
you see what superstars do, Ashley and B Flow. You see what they do. You know what I mean? He says, okay, he gonna come on this virtual one. No, in the off season, we gonna do a sit down as well.
I needed. You already know. I got to. I got to. I got to get. You already know we got. It's a way better vibe when you get everybody sitting down in one room, man. You know we'll
Listen,
get it going.
Ashley said it. You know, you're probably the face of the NFL right now, and it's been that way since the Super Bowl. No, seriously, bro. Like, there's a lot going on, but you go back to the Super Bowl, you went on a crazy run, and you start popping up every single where. So the first question I have, a little easy toss up for you, like, is there anything new happening in your world post Super Bowl? Anything?
Anything? There's a whole lot, baby. We're 6-1, trying to. Or
Okay.
are we 6-1? Yeah, we're 6-1, trying to get to 7-1. And obviously, I got a lot of stuff going on off the field. You see me in just about every other commercial
This is
when
true.
we're on the tube. So it's been a fun ride, man. I'll say that. It's crazy what kind of doors open up for you when you win the Super Bowl. And on top of that, man, just always living life to the fullest. You know that.
I love
Well,
that. A
well,
lot of
listen.
doors.
You mentioned you guys are six
A
and
lot
one.
of
You
doors.
guys, meaning the can
Sorry.
Brandon. You mentioned being 6-1. Obviously, we're talking about the Kansas City Chiefs, and we had an interesting conversation on the show. I believe it was yesterday when talking about just how far ahead of the other best teams in the NFL are the Kansas City Chiefs. You look at the Eagles, you look at the 49ers, you look at the Miami Dolphins. I think we've seen a lot of weird games where teams that should be beaten aren't beaten, and vice versa. So where would you say the Kansas City Chiefs are amongst their competition? Would you say it's a drastic fall off from where you guys are and everybody else, or is it a lot closer than people think?
I think it's always a lot closer than what everybody thinks. This is the National Football League, and it's any given Sunday for a reason. You got to come with it every single week, and that's the highs and lows that you got to go through throughout the season to kind of find your team's identity and everything. And we're still doing that in Kansas City. We're still finding, you know, ways to win with the new pieces. Even adding a guy like Nicole Hardman, this thing is just the ball is just going to keep rolling. And we got 1-5 back there on the offensive side to be able to handle anything that a defense can throw at us. So it's always nonstop, just trying to evolve and keep things rolling.
So
Kelce, many believe, right? You the
B
best
Flow, my
weapon.
guy,
What's up,
man.
baby? My dog. But nah, for real, many believe you the best weapon in football right now, right? But I don't care what everybody else think. I want to hear Travis Kelce opinion on Travis Kelce and how you impact the
Mm,
game.
um,
love that.
I'll tell you what, Flo, man. I mean, you've been here. You've seen kind of this offense from when I first got here to where it is now, and I've been fortunate that I've been able to get handed that trust to show up every single week. And not everybody gets that opportunity. And I understand that with that opportunity comes a lot of responsibility to be there for my guys, to be ready every single game, to be ready to get open no matter what the defense is presenting. And I think Coach Reed has done an unbelievable job with not only myself, but letting this offense evolve into what it is today. Knowing that you got a guy like Pat Mahomes back there who can do it all. He can handle everything from the game mentally and physically. And it's definitely become a unique position. You know, the way we use our tight ends and receivers in this offense is different than every other position or every other offense in the league. And I think that 100% we definitely got the upper hand because of all the madness and the minds that we have in the building.
Listen, man, it's cool when possible goats call you the goat. So listen, hearing Tony Gonzalez, who was right there, bro, did some legendary stuff. You know, I battled against you guys for a while being in Denver.
Yeah.
And then you have Antonio Gates, you have Shannon Sharp, Uncle Shannon, saying that no, that is the GOAT. Even Rob Gronkowski came out and said the same thing. Um, you're 34, bro. If y'all win the Super Bowl this year, are you coming back? And how
Man,
long are you gonna do it?
I'll tell you what, man. I live day to day, man. I love coming into this building, and I appreciate you saying that, man. That means a lot because those guys that you just named, I got all the love and all the respect in the world for those guys' games, and obviously all the love and respect for you, Marsh. But
Appreciate it.
you know, every situation is different in the league, and I've been blessed that I've been here, been able to be fortunate enough to be on the field more times than not. And like I said, like I was talking about earlier, getting those kind of opportunities. Um, I'm gonna keep enjoying coming into the building. I said it a few months ago. I'm gonna try and play until the wheels fall off. Who knows when the wheels fall off?
Right, right.
It's different for everybody. And as
I
long
agree,
as I'm
bro.
still going out there getting 7 catches for 180 and a touchdown, you're gonna probably see me keep coming back.
Listen, you're one of the ones that's going to transition nicely. You're actually doing it while you're in your prime, and that's what I always tell younger guys. It's like whatever you want to do post career, do it in your prime. So you're already doing that. But I will say, bro, there's nothing like running out of that tunnel. I've never
Oh yeah.
experienced the Super Bowl, so like you only can tell us how that felt. But like, yes, keep doing it, man, because it's such a honor and a blessing and a privilege, an amazing feeling to do what you're doing. So I agree with where you're at right now.
I appreciate it, man.
Well,
I appreciate
on
it.
the topic of that, I mean, when did you decide? At what point in your career did you decide, like, okay, now is the time that I can start parlaying into other things? We saw you on the cover of Vanity Fair. You did SNL, which was phenomenal.
It's ridiculous.
You're in every commercial. We've seen you, out and about, different events. I mean, when did you decide, okay, I feel like I've conquered enough of football. There's a lot more to conquer, but I'm good here. I can start venturing out to other places.
Well, I think the biggest thing is it was always, that was one of the goals of me coming into the NFL was making sure, that the NFL is short career for everybody. So it can't be your final destination, so to speak. So getting out from under the face mask and into somebody's living room and to try and gather that following or get a brand about yourself in the right way, or present a brand the right way. I think that was always one of the main goals for me coming into the league. And then on top of that, balancing, is he doing too much off the field? Is he not focusing on football? I've always been a football first kind of guy. When I come in the building, I am focused on winning football games and coming in and just being the best teammate I possibly can. And I never want that perception to be deterred. And I think I just, I have fun with getting out and going to all these events and meeting people and being in front of a camera like I did on SNL. I enjoy all of that. So it's just kind of been like a slow transition into what opportunities I can get myself into. And just kind of, juggling the balance of always making football the first and the main goal and everything else kind of secondary for when my career is over.
So being a professional football player, right, or professional athlete, we all alphas for the most part. And we feel like when we on our game, there's nobody out there that's going to stop us, right? But what guy would you say when you face him, like, man, I know I'm in for a long one because him, and I got to go against him out here?
Man, that's a good question. I'll tell you what, man, nothing, I think early on in my career, and I'm patting you on the back because you were a part of this too, was going up against that defense my first couple years in the league.
It was true.
In practice every single day, and like that defense was one of the most unbelievable like group of men that I'd ever seen assembled in a locker room. And with you, Eric Berry, Justin Houston, Tamba, DJ, the list just keeps going on. There was, what'd you say?
I said, "Woo!" I went up against you. Said, "Tom." I said, "Woo!"
So that's what I'm saying.
B felt that pressure.
There was a lot of action going on my first like really 3 to 4 years in the league, just in the building. And when I tell you that's going up against that kind of talent every single day, it gave me confidence to realize I can't tell you if I actually go into a game nervous or kind of have any doubt. I got all the confidence that our game plan and the technique and just how I go about things that we're going to find a way to get not only win the game but have some success.
Yo, so we had this debate. I think it was yesterday. On our show. Will Patrick Mahomes catch Brady? Will he eclipse him as the GOAT? Keep it real, bro. Like, listen, hold on. Okay, cool. I thought you was gonna give me a diplomatic answer because you're still playing ball.
No, that's my guy, man.
Ahead.
That's my guy. I see it every single day. I obviously I got all the respect for Tom Brady. I wasn't able to get him in the playoffs, so I've been Tom Brady multiple times in my career. So I got all the love for him, and he is the GOAT and the best to ever do it. But I think right now the rate that Pat is at, how he's doing it, I think it's a little bit more all on Pat than it was on Brady. At least Brady's like first couple years to where Pat is now. And that's only going to keep evolving and it's only going to keep going up. And I just think, 1-5 has an ability to just find a way to get things done, even when it breaks down, or he's got to make this crazy throw across field, and that's just something you just haven't seen in the NFL. And he's been doing it since his first snap, and I think he's going to play a long, long time. So I think he'll catch him in all the accolades, but I think the biggest thing is always going to be those Super Bowls, man. That's a lot of Super Bowls.
How many Super Bowls is he going to have when it's all said and done?
Whoosh. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. I'm going to try and get him another one this year, though.
Okay, I love that. I love that.
Good answer.
Listen, Deion Sanders is in the news a lot, and I heard that "Straight to My Feet" is one of your pregame songs, or it was once upon a time. Is it still the case?
It's still, yeah. I got my game day playlist. It's really what I'm feeling, but "Straight to My Feet." I mean, Primetime is one of the best to ever do it, both in all aspects of life. I mean, he absolutely just thrives, and it's the way he carries himself. And I think that song right there is like, I don't know, it kind of puts an aura around him that I really, I can really understand. And I'm all about the kicks too. So I guess that has something to do with it as well. But yeah, Primetime, he gets me right before the games for sure.
How much are you loving what he's doing for college football in Colorado right now?
I haven't watched this much college football close to since I was in college, and he's got me excited about every single matchup he goes up against. He's just bringing what he brings to everything, and that's energy and just good vibes, and you just want to be a part of it, man. Or at least you want to witness it and see where it's going to go. And you know what? I got all the faith that he's going to find a way to keep winning over there.
So Kelce, let's remove you out of this conversation right now, right? So, we always admire and watch all the players around the league. Who are your top 3 dangerous weapons in the league right now?
Oh, dangerous weapons. I mean, I'd be silly not to say Tyreek Hill, man. I was saying it from the day that he got here in Kansas City. Like, if you don't have this guy on your fantasy team, you need to pick him up right now. I mean, the guy he's a touchdown waiting to happen every single snap. The most electrifying player I've ever played with or ever even seen with the ball in his hands. So Tyreek is by far, I mean, he's always been up here as number one weapon the NFL's ever seen, let alone right now in the league. Who else would be up there? Man, I'll tell you what. I'll keep the rest in the tight end room. George Kittle doesn't get enough targets, man. I've said it for a long, long time. Kittle, who he is with the ball in his hands, is unbelievable. He's a running back at 250 pounds. It doesn't make any sense that he doesn't get 7 to 10 targets a game. He's notorious for like almost leading the league in yards after catch. And it's I think their offense would be that much better if you get an 85 to ball. Who else is that? And then Mark Andrews, man. Mark Andrews can get open any coverage, any way possible. It's such a unique offense over there. And he's kind of like the madness that ties the run and the pass together. He can do it all. And he never gets enough love, man. He had a pretty good game this last game with 2 tutties. So I'm gonna say those 3.
Y'all tight ends stay together.
There's obviously plenty of talent out there. Say it again.
There you go. I love that.
He said, "Y'all tight ends stick together."
Oh yeah, forever, baby.
So listen, Trev. Man, I'm big into mental health. I'm a feel guy, right? I'm a feel guy.
Mm-hmm.
So how did you feel when Aaron Rodgers, right? Like I'm watching the game. I'm watching the game, Jets, versus the Chiefs. It's in New York, MetLife Stadium. Before the game, I see this beautiful shot of you guys embracing each other. You're going over there showing them love. You're a feel guy too. And then all of a sudden after the game, he's on the Pat McAfee show, and then he takes a shot at you. How did you feel?
I didn't think it was as much of a shot. I think it was he has his ways. He has his thoughts, how he feels about things and he has the right to have that. It's up to how you feel about certain things. It's up to you, man, to each his own. And I think he was just having fun with it. But I'm no debater, man. You're not going to see me up here, going to a great debate against Aaron Rodgers over something like that. I think it's all fun and games, and at least between us. And I got all the respect for him. And before the game, man, I was just making sure he knew that we all were excited to see what was going to go down at the Jets. I think it was a fun opportunity for everybody. How he presented himself on Hard Knocks and how the team was kind of, had some excitement going into the season. It was just it was a dagger when he went down with the calf deal or the Achilles.
So when you guys see the Jets in the playoffs, will we see another embrace like that before the
Jets
game?
not making.
I mean,
the Jets got to get there
if
first.
I see him before the game. If I see him today, I'll go up to him and say what's up and laugh about it, I'm sure. But yeah, I don't know. Who knows what he might take a shot at me just because he knows I'm going up against him. I don't know. Who knows?
Right.
Who knows if this thing keeps going?
I think the Jets got to get there first.
Yeah,
That's
they
a fair
definitely not making
assessment,
the
right?
playoffs. You can't say that.
Stop hating.
Kelce, you can't say that, but the Jets not making
They
the
not
playoffs,
getting
bro.
there. Let's just be honest. But listen, in case people were unaware, there's another Super Bowl champion in the family. Your brother Jason, who is the starting center for the Philadelphia Eagles, who also are rocking and rolling right now. I personally believe the best center in the NFL. I feel like that's a fair assessment. You guys also have your podcast together, which is doing numbers. So we're going to play a little game of who's better, but we need honest answers only, okay? Honest answers only. Who is the better athlete?
I mean, pound for pound, Jason's faster, stronger, more physical. He's got some elusiveness to him a little bit. And I would say probably played I don't know. I can make an argument for me, but I'm going to give it to Jason.
Okay. Who is the better dresser?
Me all day. Jason can't figure out what to wear ever. He's wearing flip-flops in the snow type stuff. He's a Neanderthal when it comes to putting things on.
But I heard you say it takes you 3 hours to pick out your game day outfit.
No, see, that was taken out of context. They asked me, when do you start to think about what you're gonna wear? And I said, I'm not thinking about it the day before, the night before. I'm just, showing up. I might look in my closet, start like 3 hours before I have to be at the stadium or something. This is more often just like, I like the creative rush I get from procrastinating.
Okay.
Oh.
Who is the better dancer?
Man, everybody sees me dance, but when you get Jason, like he's a wedding dancer. You get him at a wedding, he just cuts it loose. He takes over the dance floor. He gets pretty wild. So I'm gonna say Jason, like that's his like hidden talent.
All right, and lastly, who is funnier?
Jason, by far. I get most of the humor I get is because of that guy. I think if you just watch New Heights, you'll figure out, that he's definitely the funny one, the comedian in the family.
Oh, absolutely. I don't know if you guys saw, but Jason giving Travis the rundown of Twilight was hilarious. Like he had it packed pound for pound, knew every single movie, and Travis could not be any less interested. It was actually very funny.
He's a maniac.
At one point, he was talking to himself. We're gonna let you.
Sure.
We're gonna let you go in a few minutes, but Brandon, I know you got something.
Yeah, I called Cap on Kelce when he talked about starting to think about his outfit 3 hours before, but then I understood it when you said, well, I like the creative rush that it gives me. I consider you, damn, bro. I don't know. It's hard. You're definitely top 3 dressed.
Okay.
In the NFL, you're top 3, but I want to hear your top 5 dressed.
Man, I mean, Odell he's always up there at number 1 for me, man. The guy puts it together. Who else does? Stephon Diggs is another one. My guy Chris Jones puts it together pretty well. I'm gonna keep it in Kansas City too, and go Harrison Butker. You ever seen Harrison Butker get ready for a game? Go ahead, and that is a dapper gentleman right there, and I believe it's all his brands as well. And then a sneaky one, Smith in Philadelphia. Devontae.
Yes. I see. Yep.
Just a smooth, I haven't seen too much of him this year, but I remember last year he was coming with the full ensembles, making it all make sense with the suit game, and I definitely respect that.
Yeah, Smitty can put it on. Yeah, he's slender, so he can wear those like really European cut suits. But Travis, we want to wish you a absolutely amazing rest of the season, a healthy season. We know you kind of been battling a little situation, so we want to send you positivity, and we hope to see you at the Super Bowl, not at Radio Row, but on the field.
All right now.
That's right.
All right now. You already know. I appreciate that, guys.
Thank you. You're a stand-up guy, man. A lot of guys in your position won't take the time to jump on a show like this. We're building, bro. You guys are entrepreneurs. You guys got so many things going, so you understand it. You get it. So just want to say thank you, man, for just being a man in your word and blessing us with this day.
My dog. Listen, you already know it's always love and respect. Flo, man, it's good to see you, big dog.
Always, bro. Always.
Have a good one.
Love.
Bye.
Peace, guys.